Dutchy for vlog 47, and this is going to be a DIY for Halloween. Last year I made some great floating candles and I did a tutorial on them in Dutch. Well, because most of you don't understand Dutch, I'm going to redo it. I always can use some extra floating candles, so I'm going to make some, and it's really easy, fast, and it looks great. You know, we almost convinced the kids that they were really floating. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, what do you need? You need a roll from toilet paper, a glue gun, black or white. I make them in white too. Husband wanted them in white. I like them in black. So black or white, acrylic paint, or any color you like. Maybe you really like orange candles. That is also a possibility, of course. And a battery operated candle, and be sure to check them in advance because you're going to glue it, and if it's glued and you need to, you'd have to make another one if it doesn't work. So, and one of these, of course, to apply the paint, and some transparent rope. We call it translated fishing rope. I'm not sure if you call it that, but just transparent, very sturdy rope. And that's all. So what are we going to do first? We're going to glue the candle in the, and you know, as you can see, it has a lot of room, so you need really put a thick layer of glue on it. Yes. So really matter if it spills over the edges somewhat, because we're going to make dripping candles, and to make them dripping you will need to use some more glue to make the drip. So it doesn't really matter that it spills over the edges now, and hold it for a little while. So as last year I put it down and it sank into the roll immediately. We don't want that, so I'm just going to hold it for a little bit, and then it should be good to go. We're almost there. Okay, if I hold it like this now, I can start making the drips, and you're actually going to make them with the glue gun as well. Just make them, you know, not all the same length. Just, you know, apply it, put some variants into them, and you know, so the distance, the thickness, the length, you know. Well, just make them the way you want them to be. And I'm gonna put, I didn't do this last year, but I'm gonna put some dripping stuff in between as well, because it's usually not just only. And guys, they are really going to look great, but you probably already saw that, because I think I will have put a thumbnail up for this video. So I'm making them like this, and this isn't a really good glue gun. I should get a better one of these days. It was really cheap, and that shows. So I'm going to actually get rid of some of those between glue thingies. And then you just have to wait for a couple of minutes so it dries up. Oh my, it sank in a bit. As I said, it should dry up for glue to get all set. And then we're ready to paint. And actually, after the painting, it's only applying the wire and it's done. So it's really simple, and it's really fast, and it gives a really great result. You know, they're so nice to put all around the house for Halloween, and it costs next to nothing, because those candles, I'm not sure what they're like. They cost in like the US or UK or wherever you are, but here I had 4 with batteries for under €1, and so that's really cheap. So I could make 4 candles for, well, let's say all included, €1, 1.50, something like that. So that's really good, because you know, you don't need so much paint, you don't need so much glue. It's very rapidly. And so it's really easy. You know, if you make white ones, you don't have to paint it, so that would be just a little bit easier. But I make black ones, so I'm going to have to be careful not to paint any or too much on the line. It's almost set now. Still a bit warm, a bit sticky. Maybe I can start at the bottom. And if I start at the bottom, that would make it easier for me. And I always, I should finish my sentences. If I start at the bottom, you know, then I can let that dry and pick it up at the bottom, because you know you need some point to hold it. And I always apply those kind of plastic things directly on the what's it called? The brush, of course, from the tube. So it makes it easy. So I'm just going to, you know, just make sure everything's covered, and that's basically it. And you know, with the glue and everything, you really need to make sure that you get in between. And maybe if it's easier, use a smaller brush to get well in between. And you know, with the rims here, you also need to make sure that you apply the paint everywhere for the greatest effect. So I'll be having quite some candles this year because, as I said, I made some last year, so they all still work. I think at least they all still work. So, and maybe with a little bit of luck, I'll be able to change the battery if they don't. The only reason I said you needed to check before is because if you have new batteries and it doesn't work, then something is wrong with the light. And if something's wrong with the light, you're not going to be able, probably not going to be able to fix it. Look at how that's turning out. That's really, really looking real. Look to it. So I think if you've got everything set up and with the time to dry, you can make them in 15-20 minutes. Well, I'm not even at it that long yet, I think, and I already been able to paint them. It's just maybe applying the little bit of wire that's going to take a bit extra, but that's, you know, that's okay. I'm actually going to put the wire around here, tie a knot, and then, you know, hang it from gently or from the ceiling. If you have a hook, that would be great. I've seen a hallway, a lot of those candles. You have to make some construction for it, but that would be so great. Maybe I'll do that someday. Getting in the cracks, as you can see. Make sure that everything is covered in black paint. It's a good thing with black, it's easy to see if you cover everything. So I was actually work with this. So now I'm going to paint the top. Cracks here. I really need to get in a bit because I can see now I go in at some point, so I really have to get in with the brush. Although if you hang them from the ceiling, you won't really see the top of the candle, but you know, just to make sure if someone is really tall or you have things just a little lower, that they really look good from every angle. I like that. Well, I think it's already done. Shame I can't pick it up to show you guys right now. Oh, and I always cover my table with like a plastic bag or some newspapers or anything that I have at hand that I can cover it with. And when it's dry, because I wouldn't really do it now, you can just put your hand in light on, and you have your great dripping candle. Of course, they could stand. You know, you could just put them down like this and make maybe a nice centerpiece with them in it. The floating candle effect is pretty cool, so that's what I'm using it for. But maybe I'll still also make a centerpiece with them in it. So many uses. But with the centerpiece, you know, you have to make sure that you can easily get them up and turn the lights on, because you don't want to have, well, at least I wouldn't want to risk having to change the batteries, if that is at all possible. I've not tried that yet in this construction within the whole Halloween period. So I'd like to turn them on for a couple of hours and then turn them off. So I'd have to make sure that I'd be able to do that. But other than that, I think they're great. Well, it just with acrylic paint you can just wash the brushes in water. That's great. And now you just have to apply the rope. I need scissors. Okay, so scissors. The only thing with this rope is that it's not too good to see what you're doing, so it's just less easy to tie than other kind of rope. I'm doing this too fast now, of course, because the paint is still wet and it's not so that I can paint on my hands. I've got a line from the rope there, so I need to do it to get that. Really not going to get my hand in there now and put it on. You could also try and paint the inside, because it will be hanging up from the ceiling, so it would be nice to paint the inside somewhat. I once thought it would be a good idea to put something in, but then of course you cannot turn the light on. So I'm probably going to paint the inside a bit and then hang it from, in my case, I guess I'll hang it from a chandelier, and well, that'll be about it. So there you've got the floating candle. Okay, I let it dry for about, I don't know, 20 minutes I guess, and then I just painted the inside black as well, and I filled in some small cracks and corners that I seem to have missed, really tiny spots, but it should be okay now. And now I'll just leave it to dry, and then I can hang it up and put the light on. That's the only thing. Once you've painted it black on the inside, the light switch is harder to see, but that's okay. You can always feel it, and it makes it a lot more realistic. Realistic is the hollow candle. Well, anyway, it looks much better this way. So that was it. It's really very fast, very easy, and it gives a great effect. It's a lot of fun, and as I said, you can also use it for a centerpiece or something like that. So thank you so much for watching this vlog, this DIY vlog. First DIY, really DIY I put on here, I think, if you don't count recipes. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love it if you leave a comment, and if you're not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. I do all kinds of things, DIY, recipes, just family vlogs on daily life, and just anything I feel like doing, some fun stuff. So be sure to subscribe and see when I post new vlogs. I try to post every day, and most of the time I really succeed. So I'd love it if you subscribe, and remember to smile, because a smile does brighten your day and the day of everyone around you. So smile, and I'll see you again tomorrow.